You've had pretty talented nickels at most of your spots in the NFL. How important is that piece to you?
Very important. Yeah, very important. That guy, he's a corner sometimes, he's a safety sometimes, he's a backer sometimes, he's a defensive end when he's blitzing. You want to have a guy who has natural instincts and ability to feel the game and play football. He's usually a guy who, if you were playing football on a Saturday afternoon in the neighborhood, he's your first-round draft pick, just because he feels the game naturally. That's definitely an important dynamic of the defense.
Oh, man. It's your boy Boss Show Me, bringing you another one. And listen, man, I did a show, obviously, yesterday where I broke down some of the biggest first press conference takeaways from Christian Parker. Some of the stuff I saved, and because he highlighted it too much. Sometimes you got to be able to recognize when somebody is sending a signal and a SOS. Somebody sending an alarm and sounding the alarm, and Parker sounding the alarm. Before I get into this, because that's super important, I really want y'all to stay with me on this. Super important what I'm getting ready to talk about. First, let's go for a Hail Mary on Sleeper Picks and win up to 100 times your money. Use promo code BCS and Sleeper will 100% match your first deposit up to $100 instantly. Sleeper Daily Fantasy Sports Picks is a mobile daily fantasy sports platform where users create entries by predicting if players will achieve more or less than their projected statistical totals. And Sleeper has launched a new team picks. You can choose winners of each game. So listen, y'all. One of the things that I talked about, the importance of hearing from Christian Parker, was for us to know how to help him. So, and that was one of the things at first I didn't like about him being so vague. So if you don't tell us what you want and what you need, then how do we know how to get in the streets and push for it? See, one of the things that made it easy for me and people like Lou to push for Booker, because Brian Schottenheimer was very clear that games are won and lost in the trenches. So we didn't lose focus of what he said. But also there's a history of us ignoring what our coaches say they want and need. So, like, for instance, Brian Schottenheimer has been loud for some time about games are won and lost in the trenches. That's why I was never for going out there with a rookie J at One Tech and Mozzie. I was always against that. I never was like, oh no, give the rookie a chance. I was like, that's unacceptable. And here we go again, where you have one of your coaches who was super clear. He didn't hold back. He talked about that super nickel is everything. That he's going to be a corner, safety, nickel, and backer. Said he's going to be your best player. He'll be your first round draft choice if he was on the sandlot with you. What we going to do about that? Are we going to are we going to go through the draft and free agents? And I like this guy. I like to see that's what we do. I'm being honest, that's what we do. Your coaches will say, I like big backs, and we'll go out there and say, Blue, get me Blue, because he's fast. It's like, dog, when we gonna learn? When are we gonna really listen? And I listen. And so that super nickel to them was Cooper Dejean. That was the super nickel. Yeah, that guy that did it all. And the league is changing. Because, and I was noticing I kind of showed my age a little bit. I was like, boy, they got Cooper doing everything. Saw him in safety, saw him in nickel in the slot. I was like, because usually, let me be honest, the nickel back on defense, he wasn't known for 4 components when I was playing. And schematically, he was basically like, your job as the nickel is to take out the smaller slot. That's it. Generally, that was the job. But now I've been paying attention. It's changed. It's changed. And guess who else talked about this? Jim. Listen.
With so much motion in today's NFL, defensively, looks like a lot of defensive backs are moving inside, outside, positional versatility. How important is it to be able to have guys that can do a little bit of both?
See, he said a lot of guys are moving inside and outside. How important is it for somebody to have versatility? Listen.
In today's game.
You need versatility, whether it's flexibility between corners, safeties, being able to play outside, inside. You know, you can't hide. You can't hide guys anymore. You have to be able to communicate and think. You know, if you can't play inside the numbers, they just put their best receiver in there and work those matchups. So that's a big emphasis, you know, as far as Vance and his defense. And, you know, I was a guy throughout my career that had to do a little bit of everything and try.
See, So hopefully this focuses us. Hopefully this causes us to open our eyes and really pay attention to what our coach just said. So when we looking for the guy, when we looking for Parker's guy, I'm gonna say this because I've been noticing a lot of immaturity with content creators as well, writers. In the draft, we start talking about the people we like. Oh, I like him and he dope and he this. We don't really a lot of times talk about people that fit the team. That's why so many people was pushing Matthew Golden on Brian. They was Matthew Golden. We need a weapon. We need a weapon. And he was saying the whole time these games are won or lost in the trenches. So are we gonna do the same thing again? Or we gonna grow up this time? So the super nickel, and it's right here on the depth chart. You can see it. You look at the depth chart, that guy was clearly Cooper Dejean. Yep. And Cooper Dejean did his thing. And now I have a much better understanding of the vision that he had for Cooper. Why in the pivotal play versus Philly, do you remember when CeeDee Lamb almost made that catch game one? Who was there to try to knock his block off coming from a safety position? It was Cooper. It was Cooper Dejean. So you looking for a very, very special type of nickel. This is a special nickel, y'all. This is a super nickel. This person gonna have to have the brains of a safety, the feet of a corner, and the instincts of a linebacker. So I just want to kind of focus us in the draft process and free agent drop. If we really this time go get our coaches what he said he needs, or we go listen this time, or we go out there, I like this guy, I like this guy, I like this guy, hey, give me blue. And the whole time your coach is, I like big backs. I don't care. We need speed on the team. I don't care. I'm just noticing we are little sometimes baby Jerry's. We are. Because we always used to say, Jerry need to get out the way and let his coaches coach. And then your coaches start telling you what they need. I don't care. Give me this guy. I want him. I like him. He's my pet cat. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna give you another time he talked about it. Listen.
Contributors, and then you want to just highlight it around their strength.
Hold on, listen. Wait, I got you. Let me do it again.
You want to have guys that no matter what scheme they're in, they can be significant contributors.
See, he telling you. All right. So listen, y'all. It's two things that he highlighted on the defense. Well, three. Stopping the run, getting after the quarterback, and a super nickel. Those are the highlights of the press conference. What are we gonna do about it? It's your boy Boss Show, me, man. Bringing you another one. If you like content like this, make sure you do your boy a favor. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Because see, the difference between my channel and a lot of other people's channel, I'm gonna stay really locked in on what them coaches talking about. I'm gonna really crack the code of what they're saying, and I'm gonna get behind and push for what they say they want. I saw us do the opposite. with Brian Schottenheimer. He still don't have the backfield that fits his vision. And to be honest, a lot of us don't care. He got the one tech that finally fit. He got the guard that fit, but he ain't got the running game that fit. I don't want us to do that to Parker. Parker was clear. He told us what he want. Run stoppers, we got that. Edge, for getting after the quarterback, he clearly said building through the trenches is the way to go. And he talked about the big nickel. What we go do? Let's go get him his guy. Let's get to work. Let's get to having some smart conversations, and let's get this team to a championship level. It's Boss Show me to the next live, to the next video. I'm out. Man, y'all better pay attention, man, for real. Let's not drop no balls on this coach. You say you love Parker, get him what he needs. Let's not be little Jerry Jones is where we pushing our guys and our visions on them.